Hi everybody. I'd like to give you a few final pointers as you prepare your persuasion speeches. Okay? First of all, I'd like to cover your presentation style. Secondly, I will be covering your elements of persuasion. And thirdly, I'll be reminding you of exactly how to do verbal citations. First, your presentation style is really important in the persuasion speech. You have to be your most confident, your most prepared, and your most excited, energetic as well. You have to have some passion behind what you're saying. Yes, you want to appear polished and professional, but don't be stuffy, okay? Be real with us and talk to the camera, please. Talk to us. That's very important. I'm seeing some of you just read right off your computer screen, and it's something of a disaster, so please don't do that. Use your note cards and look down briefly so that you get the quotation right, you get the statistic right, and so forth. You get those things that need to be read, but then look back up and talk to us. Tell us the next point in your own words. If you practice enough, doing that is going to work the very, very best. That's why I've been so insistent that you have a good outline, you have note cards, and you practice, because then you really can speak your speech, and that's the biggest thing for all of us. All right, number 2 is the elements of persuasion. Be sure they're all there. I'll tell you what I'm listening for. I'm listening for somebody who has logos, ethos, and pathos. That's not on the rubric, but that's in our lessons we've been talking about and in the ebook. You've got to have logos, which is a clear organization, logic, structure, reasoning. Clear reasoning and substantiation for the ideas that you're trying to sell us on. So if you want us to believe that we should or should not do this, or that one thing is good or bad in some particular way, you need to give us supporting evidence. That's why I've been hammering on those outlines and that specific support. And that will enhance your ethos also, because ethos is the ability to project an ethical sensibility. So when you're academic, when you are scholarly, when you can show where you got your information, that this is just not your personal opinion, it's actually a reasoned argument, then you're going to be persuasive, not just giving opinion. And you further your ethos with verbal citations. You also want pathos at the beginning and end. When you give a personal story or a case study that you've read that can really bring it home to the reader, to the listener rather, what you're talking about and how it's relevant to them. That brings in the emotional tie that's also important in effective persuasion. Now, let me get back to that ethos. One of the great ways to establish your ethos or your ethical standing and your academic, scholarly standing, that your credibility, what makes us want to listen to you and figure that you're worth listening to, is giving good verbal citations. That means telling us the author, the article title or website title or book title, and also the date of publication. So those things will allow a listener who's taking notes to be able to go to the library and look up that interesting source you talked about, or even look up a statistic and check your facts for a newspaper article about you, okay? So be sure that your verbal citations include the author, if given, the title of the website or article, a journal, and also the date of publication. All right? Those things will allow you to persuade us with logos, ethos, and pathos. Thanks, and I look forward to your final presentations.